Hello everybody, and welcome back to our channel, Two Brothers Outdoors, the Homestead Edition. So before we go up and grab a log to make some more battings, actually we got to cut a tree down. Somebody asked me a question of how do you know what you can get out of a log? So I thought I would explain that real quick for those of you that bring a log onto your mill and you don't have any specific thing you want to use it for, so you want to know what you get out of it. So first thing you do is you always go to the small end of the log. The small end is going to denote what you get out of the log. No matter what, you can't get any more than what you can get out of the small end. So we'll measure the small end. This log is 14 inches. Okay, now this log is also 16 inches this way. So if you're going to make, intend on making like 1-bys out of it, you want to get the widest that you can out of a 1-by. So what you would do is you would cut it on the oblong end. You cut 2 inches in here, 2 inches in here, and that would give you enough for about an 11-inch board. So then you would go ahead and flip the cant over and you would start cutting your boards, and you'd be able to get 11-inch 1-bys out of this. Another thing you have to do is you also have to check the log for sweep. That would be the log bending. So if you just take your tape measure and you hook the log and you can see that the log moves, you can pull your tape measure the length of the log. This one has just a little sweep in it. It's about 1 inch. So you're going to lose 1 inch of wood to get that sweep out when you're making boards. So you got to keep that in mind also. So like if I was like this and the sweep was 1 inch this way, I said we could get 11-inch boards out of it. With a 1-inch sweep, we would only be able to get 10-inch boards out of it. Now another thing I'd like to point out too is this log has got a check in it. The check runs this way. So when you're sawing 1-bys out of this, or 2x6s, or any dimensional lumber at all, when you start sawing your boards out, you want that check to run horizontal. And the reason you want that check to run horizontal is you'll only have that check, that crack, in one board. And the rest of the boards will be clear. But if you cut the boards this way with the check running this way in your boards, every single board you cut is going to have that check in the end. That check may only be 1/2 inch deep, 1 inch deep, but it may also run 6 or 8 inches deep. So you always cut with the check horizontal. When you're finally cutting your final product out, you always want that check horizontal on your log. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you were cutting 2x4s or 2x6s out of this log, we said we could get 10 inches. So if we were to go 2-bys, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 5 2-bys out of it. And then your 2-bys would run 10 inches. So you could actually get, you could probably get 5 2x4s and 5 2x6s. Because what you would do is after you cut your 2-bys out of it, then you turn the ones that you cut up, you lay them down, or stand them up, I mean, and then you can cut through the boards and you'll end up with 2x4s and 2x6s. All right, any other questions on what you can get out of a log or any other sawmill questions, feel free to drop it in the comments below. We'll be more than glad to help you out. Tonight we're going up and we're going to go get some hemlock, but we only need to cut batting, so it doesn't have to be a large tree. So when we go up to cut a tree, sometimes we're cutting trees with specific things in mind. We have these real large pines right here. We cut these down for countertops. These are 25 inches. So we cut these down for countertops. That's why they're still laying here. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Follow us up on the hill. Let's go cut a tree. Okay, guys, so today we have to cut down another tree, probably a hemlock. We need 20 more battings. And we got some really big pine, but we don't want to cut that up because now we got an order for 27 foot of countertop. Lovely. So I'm going to head up, see what we can find in the way of a small hemlock or a small fir tree, maybe even a spruce.
I think that one right there, right?
Which one? That's kind of small.
No, behind.
Oh yeah, that might be all right.
That's pretty straight.
Let's see what it looks like where it's going to fall. All right, so Tim's going to attempt his first plunge cut. So we're gonna try to plunge cut on this smaller tree. I know it's kind of small to do a plunge cut on, but
Rev it up.
we got the wedges in. Here we go. Well, the plunge cut worked. Well, we got a couple trees holding it up.
Just careful this don't jump up and hit you.
Taking it sweet time. Come on, baby. There she goes. All right, well, it's a smaller tree. We only need a couple logs here for the battens. I don't think it's going down anymore. So we're just going to cut our logs out and get them out of here.
Cut them out of the trail, too.
Just be a man and use my saw.
Get a smaller saw.
Just use my big man saw. You see that? He shot that sawdust at me on purpose. Hey, two up underneath. Thing cuts like butter, don't it?
Yeah, let's get a tape measure. All right, let's get a measurement.
One more limb on it.
Yep.
We just have to throw the sawdust at us. Always.
I think that's it, guys.
All right, we got an opening right here, right to the logs, Tim. I think if we just move a little bit of this brush out of the way.
Where?
Just this little brush, we get it out of the way. I cut it up. You think we got another log left in that?
I think we do.
We'll grab it if we need it.
I think we can get 20 battens out of that.
All right, let's go grab the log arches. Take them down to your mill.
Yep. Well, it'll be kind of hard when you got that other big order that you got cut.
I know.
See, look what I did.
You know,
Good.
I mentioned that to you last night. You said, bah! All right, so we got the log arch hooked up and we're heading down to pull those logs out.
Need to pull it on out of there. I think the log arch has met its match with that big log.
We pulled some bigger ones.
What are you being so timid about over there?
There's a pile of deer poop over here.
It's not going to hurt you, just grass.
Yeah, grass has been through an anus.
So what's going to move first, the log or the four-wheeler? I better lock the brake. Yeah, as soon as I don't lock the brake and that log gets off the ground, kiss it goodbye. We'll be chasing the four-wheeler down the hill.
I was going to drag in the dirt and then all the way up to...
Boy, that's a lightweight compared to some of the ones we've taken out of here. Not used to that.
Right? All right, move so I can get my... Goes one down to the mill.
Should be easy. It's popped up on the second layer already. And that all Tang's old land. That comes in off the farm, doesn't it?
I believe it belongs to that one farm down there. I think you need to pull forward.
How about if I pull forward?
I think that'd be a good idea. Good.
Gotta fight us every step of the way, you know that, right? Don't fight us every step of the way, you know that, right?
Well, yeah. Pond's starting to fill up anyway. Got about 4 or 5 foot of water in there now. Hey, Allie girl. Hey, Sweet Pea. What you up to? What you up to, pretty girl? Cool.
A little more. Good. And that's how you back over the mountain.
Alrighty, we'll cut these into battings tomorrow. Take them to the customer Friday morning. We're gonna check and see if we messed up.
8'2". We're good.
All right, perfect. Yeah, I went a little further than 8'6" when you measured it, so
Sorry.
it's all right. We got it. 8'2", that's plenty long enough. 8 foot would have been long enough.